So welcome everybody on our regular Thursday evening presentation call. Especially welcome to all the people who are here to find out what this is, what this Ultima project is. Somebody probably sent you an invitation and you are here to get the basics. And I promise you, this is going to be very exciting. It's going to be a presentation from the heart, not by me, but my very good best friend from Denmark, Christine, who is going to present to you. And I can say everybody who is new here, congratulations to you already because you made it here, because you actually listened to the person who invited you and you are here and you have an open mind, hopefully, because this is probably one of the biggest opportunities that you have ever got from somebody. So be very grateful for it. And I speak out of experience because I have been in this industry now for 7 years. And before then, I was a single mom, very hardworking, running in a hamster wheel, just like so many people do today, probably a bit harder as well as a single alone mom. Uh, and I was looking for solutions. I was looking for solutions to change my life, and I just couldn't see them in the hamster wheel. And I was thinking, what are people who are successful doing? And how can I become successful? I was out searching for answers and solutions. And also, how can I do something, faster than average? Because I don't have 20 years to now start building up something and become successful. And that's why I know that this is the answer for anybody to get out of the hamster wheel, to find those solutions, whatever life situations you have today. If you want it to make it better, then this is your solution. Easy to use, easy to apply system that anybody in the whole world can use and create success and financial freedom or whatever you dream of. This is where all the dreams can come true. And I'm so happy to introduce this beautiful lady because she has been my friend for 1,000 years. We are not that old, but it is like forever, lives before this one, because we just so like each other. And I know that she is a powerful lady. When she makes a decision, that's a decision, and she's going for it. And I'm the same. And I just couldn't tell her to be with me in this opportunity uh, because she wouldn't listen to me at that time, back in 7 years ago, or even 4 years ago. Now I've been in with Ultima 4 years. And it has been an amazing journey. I really wanted to have her with me, but she wouldn't listen until next year. And now here she is, and she is so passionate about sharing this opportunity with others because she can see how much people need this opportunity, how much people are looking for a solution to make a better life for themselves and for the families, and this is what works. So please welcome Christine from Denmark, who is today on the rank Ruby, which is on the way to a really prestigious position in this Ultima business career. She is making her dreams come true while helping other people to do the same. So if Christine, if you are ready to share your presentation, please do so. And then when we can see the screen and we can hear you, then we can get started. And I'm really looking forward to this one as well. Every time I listen, I mean, she keeps me listening because she has so much passion and so much love in her heart where she shares this information from. So please welcome, Christine.
Thank you. I mean, wow. Thank you, Annika. Like Annika said, I am from Denmark originally. When I was 17, I moved to New York to go to school. And then I stayed over there for the next many, many years, my adult life essentially. And, I was in a specialized field. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me just to give you a backstory of my decision making and why I feel the way I do about this specific project, right? I didn't even go to high school because I went into the Royal Danish Academy of Music when I was 15, and I just went specialized into a school in Manhattan. And then I just got my bachelor's, my master's, all that stuff. Then I went around the world, toured, played with the best in the world. And then one day I was sitting in an orchestra in Copenhagen. I was like, if I do this for the rest of my life, I will lose my mind. So then I became an entrepreneur. I went back to the States. I opened multiple businesses from scratch. I also had a nonprofit centering around mental health for free mental health for people. And I say all of this because I am a trained, traditional woman. I was very brainwashed early on to think that there is a certain system and you have to fill out certain criteria in order to be the best. And I have literally sat by myself in practice rooms for hours, 8 hours a day, just practicing the same beep over and over and over because I wanted to be the best in the world. And I succeeded in many ways with that until one day I realized this is not what I want to do, right? Then I opened businesses and I Googled and I struggled and I fought and I, just clawed my way through life. And which is, that's another story. But anyway, when I went to school in New York, I would go back home to Copenhagen in the summers to make money because it's not cheap to live in New York, especially Manhattan, right? So I would go back home to Copenhagen. I got a job in the harbor in the super fancy restaurant. And the best part of all of this was that I met this amazing woman who is Annika, right? So we've known each other for many, many years, as Annika said. And back then, the summers were fun. We were running around. I thought it was fun. I also didn't have 2 small kids at home that I needed to go home to, right? So end of the summer, I would go back to New York and Annika would still be in this hamster wheel of just working, showing up super early, setting up the whole scenario, the whole restaurant, servicing people all day, cleaning up at night, emptying garbage cans, doing dishes, pulling in furniture, like all the stuff that we did. And she would do this every single day, barely seeing her small kids, right? Plus she had a huge commute. So eventually Annika actually came down with the depression. I have her permission to share this, so I'm not just putting her on blast for no reason, right? She came down with a depression and got 6 months sick leave. And during those months, she pretty much knew that she had to change her life. Otherwise, this would be the end of her because there was no future. She didn't have time with her kids. There was not enough money. We all have been there. Maybe we all haven't, but many of us have been there at some point. So she went to a meeting much like the one you are at today. So congratulations to you, because like Annika mentioned, this is a huge opportunity for you. And the reason I tell you about my background is because I have been around the block and I've done quite a few things, and I have never, ever been as excited about something as this. I also have never, ever made as much money as fast as I have with this. So it is my personal mission to share right from the bat the most two specific points that I love about this company that I want everyone to understand. If they hear nothing else from me, I want you to hear these 2 points, because I don't want anyone to make the same mistake that I did with waiting this long. Like Annika said, I was like looking at her excelling and making all the money, and I was like, it's gonna crash, it's a scam, it's a Ponzi scheme, it's all gonna she's gonna get burned. And I just saw her get more and more better and better, richer and richer. And she's like, you want to come with me? I was like, no, I'm good over here with my traditional situation, right? And then last year when I moved back home with my family, I was like, okay, tell me what it is. And I did, she did, and I looked into it, and here we are, and I will not look back. I promise you that. Before we start, please know I am not a financial advisor. I am a normal person-ish that's using the same tools and opportunities as you will be or already are. Please educate yourself, make wise decisions that feel right to you at this moment. So as I said, the 2 top points that I love about Ultima are, the first one is that it is a community business. What do I mean when I say community business? It is that you don't join alone. You join with a person and a team who will literally help you every single step of the way. And I'm talking Zoom sharing, screen sharing, put an X here. Don't do that. Don't tick that box. Now do this. Now send it here. Will help you every single step on the way. And I promise you, you will never get an opportunity like this where someone will literally hold your hand through every single decision and every single move that you have to make. This is so unusual. Also, Ultima is focused on the community by us being a network marketing community. Straight from the start, Ultima has chosen as their marketing strategy to allocate 70% of all coins ever going into circulation. They've allocated that to go back into liquidity and back into the community. So from now on, when I say things like daily liquidity, like daily rewards, liquidity pools, or commissions, please know that all this money comes from the company. It does not come from somebody else's money. No matter what, no one will ever touch anybody else's money. This is so important. Please know this. No one is touching your money. Your money is your money. Everyone gets paid from the company, not each other's money. Okay, I say that a lot. Forgive me. The second thing I love about Ultima is that it gives opportunity, right? As I said, this is a community business. And by being a community business, it's basically making sure that you can enter at a low point and still build extreme wealth within the company. And you're not doing this alone. Again, you're doing it within an ecosystem where someone has already done the steps before you, and you can literally learn every single step from them. And it's also opportunity because by having someone who has stepped in front of you, you don't make crazy decisions, right? Like you have someone who's always supporting you and leading you along the way. So let's talk about money, right? Back in the day, we used to barter for sheep and cows. I wanted a cow, I would give you 2 sheep, et cetera, et cetera. Then coins came, then we had banknotes. And then in 1958, someone said, okay, now everybody, let's put our money on a plastic card. And what do you think people said when someone came around and said, oh, here's your plastic card, Mr. Johnson. Now all your money is on this little flat thing that you can put in your pocket. I promise you, that many of the people in 1958 were rolling their eyes and said, this is a scam, this is BS, this is never gonna work, I don't wanna do this, I'm gonna carry my cash around until the day I die. Plastic cards stayed. And now we are in the same situation, right? Every time you will say say crypto to anyone, they'll be like, oh no, unless they're already in the game, they'll be like, oh no, that's a scam, it's a fad, it's not going to stay around. But unfortunately for them, this is the future, and you might as well accept it now, right? These are screenshots from Bank of England and Central Bank of Europe, both of them, and you can go on any bank and search a little bit, and you will find that they are at the moment making their own digital currency. So we already have the digital, they're working on the digital euro and the digital pound, right? So right now that this is going to come out in a couple of years. So it is your choice. Do I want to be on the centralized banking system where, you know, I'm in Denmark, they'll say, oh, we have beef with, we don't like Sweden right now. You cannot take the ferry to Sweden and buy, you know, whatever over there. So we will block your card going to Sweden. This is the reality, whether you believe it or not, but it is already being put into the works, right? So you can either choose to not do anything for the next couple of years, and this is where you're going to go, or you can choose to take responsibility, educate yourself at least a little bit in crypto, and then start getting into the decentralized system, which is decentralized blockchain, which is what we work with in Ultima, right? So before we start, I want to really, well, not before we start, we have started, but I want to emphasize why I think Ultima is doing such a great job, because Ultima has a vision and a mission, and that is to be the #1 coin, right? So we already have been on the most trending coin on CoinMarketCap for many, many weeks straight. And while this was, you know, while we were at the top of the market, this is important to emphasize, because CoinMarketCap, for those people who don't know it, is the website that was founded to really create a broad scope of all the cryptocurrencies on the market, right? And we have been the #1 trending coin on there for many, many weeks straight. This is a huge achievement, and I want you to understand that from the start. Also, if you look at the community sentiment of the Ultima coin, 91% of people who are part of this community are happy. They feel bullish. They feel things are working out for them. They're optimistic. They believe in the product and in the company. 91%. Go to any bank and ask them for their community sentiment, and I promise you, it will not be 91%. The Ultima blockchain is underpinning the Ultima coin, and the Ultima blockchain is 100% decentralized. And what does this mean? It means that not one person or one authority can come in and mess with it, right? Not one person or one authority can come in and take your money. Your money is safe. Ultima is listed on the top exchanges, and we're working really hard to get on a tier 1 exchange. And once that is happening, the price will keep shooting up. So this is why you are here at the perfect time. Ultima has been around for 8 to 9 years now and has a full security assessment by the CertiK Foundation. We are verified by the top crypto aggregators like CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. And again, back to CoinMarketCap to emphasize how huge this is, the website I spoke about before. There are approximately 11 million cryptocurrencies on the market currently. 10,000 of those are verified by CoinMarketCap, and we are in the top 200. That's all the information you need. Don't block yourself by starting to Google and be like, oh, but I feel like, this is, if CoinMarketCap is giving this coin a full, go ahead. That's all you need to know. Okay, anyway. We also hold all our patents and for our own technologies. And again, this is highlighting what a progressive and innovative company this is. As I mentioned, Ultima has been on the market for almost 9 years. It was founded in 2016 in Switzerland. It has over 3 million community members and billions in turnover. I want to bring this up because while Ultima does focus on the community and it's a community, that's part of the marketing strategy, it's important to know that Ultima has such a strong foundation that it can easily 10x itself even without the community. So it's not like, oh, we all have to hustle to make this coin work. It works. We are just, someone was like, this is smart. Let's make happy people, because anyone who's ever dealt with business knows that happy customers, happy people equals a successful product. And that is what Ultima has chosen to prioritize from the beginning. And the reason they're able to 10x themselves without the community is because Ultima is out, profiting and liquidating money from other cryptocurrencies, etc. It has over 1,000 employees and has these 9 years of experience, which is very unusual in the crypto market, right? Like most companies come and go within a couple of years. This company has been around since 2016. Now, I want to talk about our product, because not only do we have a beautiful community, network marketing, but we have an amazing product. We have the Ultimate Trading License. So you get your own little AI bot, and you get this AI bot by freezing Ultima. What do I mean when I say freezing? Freezing is a technology that's developed by Ultima, and this simply means that you take money from one pocket and put it into another pocket. So basically, you're telling the Ultima business, I will take this coin off the market for the next 3 years. You can count on me, Ultima, that this amount of coin will be off the market. And for that, Ultima says, thank you so much, new community member. Just by you doing that, we will reward you every single day in Ultima. You'll get a little, reward every day for freezing your own money in Ultima. And this is when people say, oh, why would they reward you for this? And it's because, what does Ultima want? They want coin off the market, because what does that do? Less coins on the market, more community members, supply and demand, and we will get a steady rise in price, right? So no one is trying to trick you. It is simply just how business works, supply and demand. They want coin off the market, you get an amazing product out of taking coin off the market. So simply by freezing your own money for 3 years, you will get this license. So let's say right now you get a 1,100 euro license, and that will give you approximately 0.2 Ultima, maybe a little, yeah, plus minus at the moment. And you hold that for 3 years, right? Let's say our calculations are true. And in 3 years, we will 10x our value, right? The coin will go up 10x. And now your 1,100 euro is worth 11,000 euro. So just by holding your own money for 3 years, you will now get the amount of coin back into your possession. And now it will have 10x. That's a win just in itself, right? And now you also get an AI bot with this opportunity. So you just have to make an account on the MEXC exchange or the Bing X exchange, give your little bot a trading deposit, which must be at least its own value, right? So you get a 1,100 euro bot that's frozen. You can't touch that for 3 years. But now you also have to give it a trading deposit. This trading deposit is on an exchange, is not in our, like in Ultima's possession. It is your personal account, and you can use and take out this money as you wish. Your account on an exchange. And then you just activate your bot and sit back and enjoy your trading profits. So all you have to do is pick a license, a bot license that fits your budget. As I said, there are very low entry points, like 110 euro. You can get in for 110 euro and then start building a team and start making more money. I'll talk more about that in a second. But we also have up to 11,000 euro. And here I just want to do a little personal story because, you know, I have just finished an 11,000 today. And I will tell you, I'm in Denmark, right? It has taken me 10 days to move a woman who is a millionaire, move her money, 11,000 euro, into a crypto exchange. And that's not because, oh, the crypto exchange is, you know, this and that. Is simply because the banks will just throw you around because they do not want you to have access to your own money. It is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, you pick your bot license, Ultima license, you freeze it for 3 years. You get daily rewards. You get paid just by putting your own money, saving your own money in another pocket. And then you also get automated trading. This is a win-win-win-win situation. Here I have 2 screenshots of a personal people I know bots. The first one is a 1,100 bot, the one on the side, on the left side. And as you can see here, it is has made around, you know, 506 this month. 112 a day, but look at the 11,000 bot. This is ridiculous. It's making $950 a week and has made $4,000 this month. I entered as a customer. I entered just being like, oh, you know, yeah, I want to, yeah, sure. Let me put some money aside, right? Sure, Annika, I will please you and get some crypto. So I did. And then I see this. How am I not going to tell everybody about that, right? And this is the perfect time to enter Ultima, because we do believe that we are at the bottom of the market and that the price is about to rise up high. And this is the perfect time to get in and freeze Ultima. So how do we predict or think that we are at the bottom of the market? Like, how do we make money? We make money because, you know, buy low and sell high. This is how people have made money for centuries, you know, millennia. And we all know that whatever goes up must come down, right? So this is how you predict the market cycle. So it's from, you know, the top of the market, and then it goes back down, and then it goes back up, right? That's the market cycle. So let's say you're dealing with the average crypto market. This time period, if you buy high, you will have to wait approximately 4 years to sell in profit. Now, if you work with the stock market, this time period is approximately 7 to 10 years. Now, if you buy your beautiful little house or big house at the wrong time, you will have to wait 18 years to be in profit. So yeah, while real estate is great and, you know, all this stuff, that's insanity. You buy at the wrong time, you wait 18 years. So people still do this. And why am I bringing up these examples of market cycles? Because I want you to enter with patience. This is not a like, yeah, man, bro, I'm going to get rich tomorrow. Like I'm in the crypto market now. You know, this is not how this goes. You enter, you have your long-term goal, you hold, you follow the golden rules, you listen to people around you who have experience, and you educate yourself. And the exciting news about this is that we actually believe that the Ultima coin market cycle is 1 year. So you buy high or you buy low, like right now for you, you should buy now. Then you wait approximately 1 year to go in profit if you buy at the high wrong time, right? And we base this on the cycles we have been through. So the Ultima coin was launched in 2023. Then it was a new coin, right? It was inflationary. We were flooding the market. There was no freezing technology yet. And still the price rose from launch up to $20,000 within the first year, right? Then we went back down to the bottom of the market, but now we had belief. We had the deflationary strategy, and we had introduced the 1 year freezing, and the price rose from $2,000 up to $22,000 within that year. And as I mentioned, now we do believe we're at the bottom of the market, but now we have trust. It's a hyper deflationary strategy, which whoever invited you will tell you much more about, I'm sure. And we have the 3 year freezing. So this is so exciting. And this is what we call the golden zone, right? We don't panic. Well, sometimes we do, but then we talk to our upline and they say everything is fine, don't panic. Because back when the price was 2,000 last year, a lot of people sold. People were writing on CoinMarketCap, this is trash, get out, this is not going anywhere, it's a scam, you know, all this stuff. People sold, and then within 12 months, or like actually 10 months, 11 months, it went all the way up to $22,000. And then all those people had sold. It was like the guy who sold Bitcoin for 2 cheese pizzas in 2017. He sold 40,000 Bitcoin for 2 cheese pizzas. And now that would have been worth like $1.2 billion, right? So educate yourself, listen, don't panic, don't make emotional decisions, be smart, just like you would with any other business, and be in it for the long haul. Now, my pedal is not working, sorry. So I want to talk about network marketing, because a lot of people think that network marketing is a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme or whatever other name we have been brainwashed to think that it should be. Actually, network marketing is the oldest form of marketing that is out there, right? It's also the marketing strategy that has made the most millionaires. And you basically walk around and do network marketing every single day, regardless. Like, oh, let's go to the pizzeria. I know the guy, he'll give us a free pizza. Or my friend sells jewelry. If you use this code, I will get, you know, you will get a percent, I'll get a cash price. I even used it in one of my businesses where if someone bought my product, I said, get someone else to buy with this code, they'll get a discount and I'll pay you $40 cash. Right? This is how we've always done business. It is actually the most honest way of business. But at some point we got told that we had to pay, there had to be like an upper man, preferably. And we would just, you know, pay to him. And then, you know, that's the way it works. But I cannot tell you how much money I have paid to the upper man, and I'm done with it. And I want to help the people around me. And as I said, I entered just using the product, and now I get to set up people like my college roommate. You know, she's now making like $900 a week because I introduced her to Ultima. So my point is, once you enter, you see how well it is, you cannot stop talking about it. At least I can, but I obviously also don't have a problem talking. So if you get, say you enter with 11,000 euro, right? Like historically, a lot of people buy the same or get the same license as you did. So you get 3 other people to get an 11,000. You get 40% of this. You don't get the money that they have. You don't get any other people's money. You get paid straight from the company, literally within minutes, basically. You get 40%. That means for every 11,000 that you know, sign on and you get excited about the product, you will get 4,000 euros straight into your pocket. Tell me where else you will get this kind of compensation plan, right? And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Like it gets better and better and better the more you understand. So you would be crazy to not do this, literally crazy. So you now have 12,000 euro and you already are €1,000 in profit, and you haven't even actually spent your 11,000 that you froze, because you will get that out in 3 years, and you're getting daily rewards, and you're getting an AI bot that's trading for you. Whoever invited you to this meeting should now be your new hero, because you're very lucky to be here. This is a win-win. So this is why we're excited. I am personally extremely into this. I think the more, I'm a skeptical person, and it takes me a while to get on board with new things. I'm definitely not someone who run with the newest thing. But the more I look into this, the more I'm like, this makes so much sense. I have been a fool for not sitting down with Annika and figuring this out earlier. And that's why she's now a multimillionaire and I'm not yet a multimillionaire. I hope that, my pedal still does not work. I hope that this presentation has at least spoken to you in some kind of way. And I really, really hope that you will take the minutes to sit down and look into this and really try to be open to that this could potentially be a huge opportunity for you. But you also need to understand that with anything else that's outside of your comfort zone, this is going to be challenging. It is a psychological game, but anything that's worth anything in this world is challenging at some point, right? So you got to dig deep. You got to say, I'm in this. I'm going to give it a shot for a long time. I'm really going to believe in it. I'm doing it. And once you do that, you're gonna be great. Anyway, I hope that this was good for you. And I hope to see you next week with some other people. And I want you to go back with all your questions to whoever invited you to this meeting and ask them, because I know you'll have a million. Everybody has a million questions, so don't feel bad about that. We are literally here for those questions, and we think it's fun, right? So ask away, get all your satisfied with all your answers, and then I hope to see you somewhere out there, some kind of Ultima thing, and I hope that you get everything you wish for and can utilize Ultima to get you there as well. So thank you for your time, and yes, back to Annika.
Yes, thank you so much, Christine. You might not see what people are applauding. Amazing presentation again, full of passion, full of love, just as I promised you. So really, the next step for everybody who's new here is to go back to the person who invited you, ask all your questions, and make your decision. But do not miss this opportunity, because this is really the solution. Yes, becoming successful, it has to happen outside of your comfort zone, but this is a nice comfort zone. This is a nice uncomfortable comfort zone anyway, to be successful, financial free, and make your money work for you and see your profits being generated by an AI bot. So Christina mentioned, I hope you see you somewhere in some Ultima thing. Now, the next Ultima thing is actually next week, Thursday here. We are going to do another presentation. That's an opportunity for you to invite other people as well, if you want to share the Ultima project with others. And then other next one is in Manchester on the 13th and 14th of September. We are going to have a live weekend training. So this is where you need to travel. Come, meet us, feel the energy of the community, and educate yourself. Now, I did, when I started, I went to Barcelona from Sweden at that time, because I lived in Sweden. I went to this event, and that changed my life. And I know so many people saying that when I went to this event, that changed everything. So don't miss the opportunity. If you need the details for the Manchester event, you can find it in the Telegram groups, or please reach out to us and we are going to send you the exact details. That weekend will be life-changing for anybody who is new to this project. So thank you so much, Christine, for the amazing presentation. Thank you everybody for coming and inviting guests. And I wish you a beautiful evening and see you next week. Take care, goodbye.